Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we're looking at a bottle of beer from Evil Twin Brewing. It is called Little B. It is an Imperial Porter at 11.5% ABV. On the side there's a little bit of an interesting thing. It kind of feels like, to me, it's a bit of a tribute to somebody. You can see there's that kind of pixelated image. I don't know if it's a friend or a loved one or something, but there's a bit of a kind of a little bit of a spiel on the side. I think it's worth going. I'll give you my best Shakespearean kind of performance. It says, shall one compare thee to a fair beer, not even this perfect porter, before thou will do thee justice. Thou art more complex, brave and cunning. Thou have changed more than a brew will ever. Thou will be little, L-I-L. But thy mind is greater than words can speak and beer will ever taste. So there you go. So I don't know what that's all about. I haven't really looked into the origin of this beer. No idea where it was brewed. I mean, I think a lot of little Evil Twin stuff's been done at Westbrook recently. This is one of the more recent releases I've been aware of. Very highly regarded on rate beer and stuff like that. Ooh, pouring like a demon is this. Ooh, quite heavily carbonated though. Look at that. Goodness me. Let's slow down. Looks like I've got a glass of, can't see it, I've got a glass of hot chocolate. Very, very, very creamy head. I'm just pouring this slowly. Hopefully I don't want to generate too much of a head. But I do want to get as much in this glass as possible. Don't know if it's bottle condition. Certain stouts. Yeah, I mean, if you've watched these, you know I'm not a big fan of sediment because I'll be on the bog all night if I'm not careful. But I'm going to pour it all in. Probably not going to get a hell of a lot of aroma out of this because it's got such a head. Look at that though. Goodness me. Wow, I've never seen quite a head quite like it. That is so, it's so dense and kind of creamy. Oh, it's incredible. I mean, you can't really fully get the idea of undulous and velvety that head is. Not fluffy. It's not fluffy at all. It's just like it's like whipped cream. Look, I'll just scoop some of that. Bloody hell! Oh, that is an incredible looking beer. I'm going to try and kill some of it off with a greasy finger. Wow. Yeah. Getting flavours already. Beautiful tasting beer. Anyway. 3 minutes in, I'm not even sniffed it. I'm like, it's like a Terry Care video review. If I had another 7 minutes onto it. Anyway, I joke. Anyway, I'm going to try and get a bit of an aroma out of this in a second. But you can see the head is quite significant. Black as night. The head, as I've already kind of talked about that. It looks like chocolate milkshake, like a big, thick kind of chocolate milkshake. If you get the ones from McDonald's, are uber thick. I don't go to McDonald's very often, but you mean I've got a soft spot for their milkshakes. Thick, mid-brown looking head. I mean, a lot of beers of this size, you'll get a fizz of head. This one, it's like, as I said, it looks like milkshake on the top. Looks incredible. The camera will never do that head justice. One of the best heads on a beer I've ever seen. Anyway, too much waffling. Let's give it a sniff. Oh, beautiful. Wow, that smells divine. Once again, I don't know if things have been planted in my head. It's definitely kind of like big cocoa powder. There's a hint of tobacco in there. There's a load of molasses. Oh, it's a really nice sweet milk chocolate. Kind of like a nice black coffee. It's not espresso. It's not as harsh as an espresso. It's got a nice sugary coffee where you've put probably a little bit too much brown sugar in it. Lovely and sweet. There's a hint of plum in there. There's a lovely back note of kind of slight port in there. Maybe a hint of marzipan. That smells beautiful though. That really does. This is my last beer of the night. It's Saturday night. Oh, that smells beautiful. Cinder toffee, chocolate covered cinder toffee, dark chocolate now. Wow, that smells incredible. I cannot wait to try this. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Evil Twin. A fucking ace. This and even more Jesus, top draw stuff. They're some of the best Imperial stout, some of the best Imperial dark beers I've ever had. Obviously, if you compare this to that, this has got a little less volume, but I mean a little less body, but this is so damn tasty. Ooh. It's got really intense chocolate, caramel, blackberry, molasses. Once again, cinder toffee. It's got that kind of burnt sugar now in there. Oh, so chocolatey. It's beautiful. The coffee does come up towards the back end. Mild hint of something what might be, you could say, pipe tobacco, but this is a big old chocolate show. And that head that's sticking around at the top, I guess adds this another layer, 'cause it's like that kind of froth on top, like a lovely dark kind of cup of mocha coffee. But as I said, coffee is not a massive part of it. There's a slight tang of hop bitterness, I'm going to say. Maybe a bit of bitterness that you're getting from a lovely amount of dark roasted malt, some black malt, maybe some roasted barley. One thing I'm just going to sneak in before I sign off of this. I bought some of these this chocolate from Waitrose and I had a peanut butter one. It was beautiful. This one is milk chocolate, cappuccino and coffee, and I thought I'd just have a square of this because dark beer and chocolate, in my experience, is a lovely combination. Show a little bit of it. I've had it in the fridge a bit, so I bet it's the milk chocolate, which I'm saying kind of suits this kind of beer. Good combination without a doubt for it. 11.2% beer. Combination beautiful. Chocolate, nice and sweet. Sweet coffee flavour. Milky coffee. Nice waxy, high quality chocolate. But definitely that sweet side thing. Caramel, milky. Beautiful. What a beautiful combination. The beer on its own is beautiful. The chocolate, because it's sweeter, it just adds a little bit of something. And that's the things I was getting on the nose, and then getting that head, as I was saying about the flavours that I remembered from like a lovely milkshake. But that is stonking. I wasn't sure what to expect from when I bought this beer. I bought this from Beer Moth in Manchester. By the time you read this, by the time you watch this video, it'll have sold out. I think it might be the last bottle on the shelf. If you're in Denmark, if you're in the USA, I know Evil Twin are pretty much based in the US now. Don't know where they're brewing this one from, but it's an absolute stonker. Little B, Imperial Porter, 11.5% ABV. Whoever this bottle of beer is dedicated to, that person in the background, whoever you are a lucky person. Because this is very fitting, because it's a storming beer. As I said, 11.25% ABV, Little B, Evil Twin Brewing, Imperial Porter. An absolute storm. If you've got some really high quality chocolate, grab a couple of squares, have a chum, wash it down with this stunning beer, and have the time of your life. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Not all beer can be amazing, but this one certainly is. Cheers.